Hi, my name is Katie Potts, and my Genius Hour topic was station rotation. What is station rotation? Station rotation is pretty much how it sounds. Many schools also refer to them as centers and or stations. What happens in station rotation is students in groups go around in clusters and complete different activities at different stations and or centers. These can include teacher-based instruction where the teacher is teaching the students. It can include technology-based learning where students are learning using some form of technology, or small group activity where students are working together to complete an activity. So the first type of station is teacher-based instruction. This is where a small group spends instructional time with the teacher. This is a great way for teachers to provide direct feedback to their students, as well as allowing students to ask any questions that they might need clarification on. This is good strategy for students who are like technically like considered shy in the classroom. I think that teacher-based instruction centers are perfect for these like shy students to get their time in to ask those questions if they don't like asking them in front of the whole classroom. It also encourages them to engage and collaborate with one another, as well as model practices because the teacher is there to help guide them. And so it's great way to get students working together as well with the teacher there assisting. So the second type of station or center is technology-based in learning, which basically is online instruction, which helps develop new skills for project-based learning. Technology stations are pretty much mandatory at this point. Technology is becoming more and more popular within schools, so it's highly recommended to incorporate computers in with stations or centers. It's also a great way to be collaborative and allow for students to complete activities like designing, publishing, digitally creating games, and so much more. Technology is a great resource and tool to utilize in the classroom and incorporating into stations because it also helps keep students attentive and focused on their schoolwork. The last type of station slash center is group learning, and this is pretty much where students work together in small groups. Um, this is typically known as the offline station as well. It has a great focus on social learning. Students are encouraged to interact with one another, but they also can choose to work alone sometimes if that's how they prefer. Group learning is pretty much up to the teacher if they want to enforce the students to work together or if they want to just encourage them to work together and then allow students to also work alone because there are some people that just like to work individually. This station is a great way for students to receive help from other students as well if needed. This website here is it takes you to Khan Academy with just shows you like a station rotation model video. How often is station rotation used within the classroom? Pretty much almost every day at this point. I know in the classroom when I'm learning, they teach us that stations are a great way to teach a lesson and that schools honestly almost mandate stations at this point now because it breaks away from traditional lesson plan. It also allows for creativity. It also is a great way to keep students just focused and it keeps them up and active rather than just having them stuck sitting in a desk chair all day. Stations allow them to move around from place to place with their fellow students. So, how station rotation can be used in my classroom? I pretty much take it as making it as creative and academic as possible, setting up the stations, making sure that while instructional, they are also fun and can keep a lot of my students' attentions. I pretty much would like 5 to 6 stations in any type of lesson that I do. I think that the more stations you have while not going overboard is great for students, because instead of just going from like 1, 2, 3 stations and then you're done, I think that doing like 5 to 6 is time consuming, and it also is a great way to keep a lesson interesting and intriguing. Station rotation, in my opinion, is effective learning, and I can't wait to utilize it within my classroom. I think that it is something that we've been learning about, and I've been seeing it inside, like when I go to my placements and stuff. Stations are popular, and they are something that we need to learn about now in order to be able to do in our future, because it's a great way to pretty much teach lessons. And lastly, all of my pictures in the slideshow are from Pinterest. So thank you.